Yo, what's up, dude? Sorry, had to take it a little extra time before we get going here, but I see that you guys have started the conversation already. That's cool. Loving all the streams, says Lord Greybush. And Nick says, yo, he got... Nick got a ist in Nightmare Terror Zone. Yeah, Nick, I actually found a Malrune in Nightmare, I think, once. In the World Stone. It wasn't terrorized. And it was on Ladder, one of the seasons. And let's see. Tons of lag. That last D2R dev. That last dev guy is sweating. Trustworthy Fellow says, I love that dev. DH says, bro is holding down the fort so tight. The hero we need. The hero we wanted. All right, yeah, that dev, you know, you guys said it's lagging a little bit lately. Maybe he forgot to change the bucket, and there's a little bit of water pouring over, just like a trickling, you know. He's got to change the bucket. You know? All right, so yeah, somebody said I see an Eth Monarch lurking in the weeds. Yeah, so I played a little bit earlier today. I just logged on really quick while I was like listening to some podcasts and stuff like that. And so Trustworthy Fellow says, no way, Michael, I swear to God that was the exact same joke I just wanted to make. Yeah. That's funny, dude. So I did trade for an Ethereal Monarch. Somebody had a game. And I offered 2 Lemurins for it. So we got the Ethereal Monarch, but it doesn't have any sockets. And so I kind of wanted to maybe get a larzuk Rush at some point for that, just to guarantee that it gets 4 sockets, and then we can make a Spirit for our Mercenary. So that would be an upgrade for him, which would be nice. Mercenary can still have a facet in the Griffins, and he can still have a facet in the Viper Magi, or he could have a 3 to lightning, 15 lightning Ormus Robes, which would give him more damage. Or even charged bolt. Even if it was charged bolt, I'd take it, I guess. But because he shoots that quite a lot. So one of those could be, so he can still have a few upgrades, you know. And then for us, check it out. I found this in the shop on Nightmare. It's a 3 to Shadow Disciplines war hat. So it looks different than, you know, the crown that we had. And I am on the lookout for just one that's like a bone helm of some kind. Just so I could see that on my Shadow Master when I pre-buff summon her. But yeah. Let's see. Hello, says Florin. And JP says, yo, what's cracking, dude? I've sent you an email, however, I wrote it quick and it's full of grammar mistakes. Nonetheless, the substances listed, there are 3 cures for the current problems. Thanks, JP. I have not checked it out yet, but I will for sure, man. So I appreciate that, dude. That's really cool. And yeah, we'll have to talk about some of that stuff sometime too. About, like, you said you wrote a book and everything. And DH says, can I give you stuff? I'm on EU softcore letter. What kind of stuff, DH? Like, so let's see here. So I got this here. So now I can. I don't know if you guys saw the last stream exactly. The last stream was bonkers with the trade that we made. We got so much stuff from it. At about an hour 37 or an hour 40, I think it is. I make a trade for... I trade away a Dusk Shroud, 3 sockets, and I get a Mal for it. And then the Amazon that gave me the Mal just decided to, you know, just dump a bunch of gear on us and stuff. And, like, it was nuts. And Joachim was in the game with me, too. And so it was kind of funny. We were, like, the reaction was really funny, I think. So if you haven't seen that, it's at about an hour and a half in the last stream right before this one, that was basically the rest of the stream was just us being like, what is this guy doing? You know, so that was cool. And I did shop another 3 to Shadow Discipline's Claw. So now I've got 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. And we've got 3 Skillers. And we've got Torch and Annie. And our Torch is a little bit upgraded too. So it's 1 better on the tributes and 4 better on the res. So now I can summon a level 32 Shadow Master. And we only have 11 base points into Shadow Master. And there she is. And she has a cap now instead of a crown. So something different. So isn't that nice? So now I'm just going to switch back over to this stuff here that I usually use, right? Get the Atmas on there. And there we go. So I'm just going to start it off. Wait, what's Cathedral? Let's do the Terror Zone. How about that? What sort of, DH, can you, oh yeah, number, Shay Michael, hey chat, JP, yes I did, I added excerpts from my book to this email, my book is in English, great, because that's what I can read. What sort of book is that, JP? If you are serious about health, you may ask me any question, and I'll do my best to give a comprehensive answer. And Polish is your native language, JP? Yeah, guys, you guys, there was the 10-hour stream. The 10-hour stream that I did, that's on the channel now. It's like 9 hours and 50 minutes. In the beginning of it and later on, there's some talk about diet and health and stuff. Somebody asked me a question about that because of my eating habits, and I don't want to really rehash it too much myself, but JP had some interesting modalities that he incorporates and stuff, and is very locked into that kind of stuff as well. And so we had that in common. JP and I, we had a lot in common when it came to understanding certain things about modern processed foods and poor health habits and stuff, and it can be a game changer for you if you make that a priority. So anyway, that's what JP's talking about, and he wrote a book about it too, and he has his own health journey that he took some very amazing measures, like really prolonged fasts and stuff like that. So pretty interesting. So if anybody was more interested to ask JP about that, he said he was willing to share with that on the chat and stuff too, which is really cool. And then he did send me an email with some info and stuff that I haven't looked at it yet, but I will for sure, dude. Your book is in Polish. Oh, the book is in Polish, not English. The name of it is Zdrowie. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that, dude. Zdrowie Jeksi. In English, it is Health and Happiness. Gotcha. Thanks, man. So yeah, guys, that's what JP's referring to there. And interesting discussions that we had about that kind of stuff too. So I'm just doing a Terror Zone really quick. We will switch over to the Bow Barb. I also made some trades earlier. I traded 2 Lem for the Ethereal Monarch, and then I traded. Joachim gave me a pair of Sandstorm Treks that had kind of a low roll on the poison, so I just asked for a co-rune for those from somebody because I'll need one of those for either another hustle that I want to make, or I'll need it for like a Heart of the Oak if I want to make that. A Heart of the Oak would be a minor upgrade for this character over the Wizard Spike, because it wouldn't impact our breakpoint for FCR, and it would give me 3 more skills on swap, so I could like cast Venom and Burst of Speed again when it runs out with 3 more skills when I'm running around, you know. So there's that, and I do have a 4-second flail. So I did trade for that stuff, and then there was also somebody was asking for a Verdungos, and they were going to trade a Vex for it. So I did trade away a Verdungos for a Vex. And then we had a 12 Bone Break, so I traded the Bone Break away for a Vex as well. So I did, you know, earlier today I was just not even on that long, and I made some more runes and stuff out of it. So that was pretty good. And Bow Barb is gonna be coming along pretty well. I was looking on Tradery too, and I was trying to just look at some more like max damage charms and stuff, and I got to see what I have all together now. We might have enough almost actually between the assassin and the barbarian, but you know, I'd like to actually gear them up separately and not have to share too much stuff if I can help it. But we'll see. So that's kind of what I was up to like earlier today while I was just kind of listening to some podcasts and stuff, and then so now I'm just, you know, since this is Terrorize, I just decided to give it a go really quick, and then we'll switch over to the Bow Barb so we can get him up to level 39. We didn't actually do that yesterday because we got sidetracked with all the trades and stuff that were happening, which was good though. DH says, I was thinking the Barb could play around with the Hell Rack after the Bariza. So the Hell Rack has a bunch of elemental damage on it and 2 sockets, right? And the Immolation Arrow. You could, I mean, I kind of have wondered how you could off-meta-ize that weapon. I've also considered, like, all the masteries on a sorceress, you know? And what that would be like. My assassin is very loud right now with her, listen to her attacks. So, for this character, right, I've said this before, you have to turn the volume on the skills down to like 25-ish, maybe 30. And then you're good to go. That's part of your, that's part of the respec for the Dragonclaw assassin. Is you have to turn the volume down a little bit on her skill, so you don't want to tear your ears off, you know? Let's see here. Jesse says, all right, Michael, I need you to entertain me for like an hour and a half while I'm sitting bored at work. Well, that's what we're doing, man. You know, I don't know if you saw if you saw everything that happened in the last stream, but it was kind of nuts, dude. We got so much stuff. I literally have an Enigma Kraken shell sitting in the stash right now. Yeah. But yeah, Jesse, that's... I mean... Not to... You know... I'm not judging, but shouldn't you be, like, working at work? I don't know. But... I respect my Commander Barb to 20 points Warcry. The Stun Shout works wonders. Dude, that sounds awesome. Because then you can just... And then you can just whirlwind around and let all the summons just go to work. Hey, look at the... It's right there. It's right here. It was right next to... How close is this? Look at this. Here's the level 4, and here's the stairwell right here. It's kind of nuts. Before I even go down there, is there another champion pack? Yeah, there is. Here. Oops. I was attacking with my dagger. Alright. Let's move on. Level 4. Plague Wolf. Alrighty. And a full rejuve. We've rejuvenated fully. My cup overfloweth. So, and there's blue antlers in the corner. And this large charm, nothing that we need. Here we go. A shadow bow and a blue shadow bow. I do want to ID the blue shadow bow for posterity. 4-socket shadow bow. Oh man, the shadow mesh is getting wrecked by the poison. It's alright, I got this. Okay. And a blade bow and a blade bow. Okay, so I guess I'll take this up there for the heck of it. Kind of want to ID that stuff just to see, just curious. 290 enhanced damage on this blade bow. 290 is kind of a lot, with some fire and some cold and some attack rating. I mean, level 48 required. That's kind of cool. I don't think that would be better than what we have for the Bow Barb, but maybe we could just have him look at it. You know, it's not. I mean, it's not going to be better, but. I just want to go check this out again really quick. Because what if this just does something wild? No, it doesn't. All right. I also found, I did find a Grand Matron bow that rolled 3 to bow and crossbow skills. So I could just trade it as is, or I could try to roll it for 4 sockets. And if it does, then it's really worth something. DH says you can up it. Are you talking about the Hell Rack? Jesse says, LOL, that is fair. I am currently getting paid by the state to go back to school. They're paying for it, and I get placed in a job after completion of schooling. All my work for today is done. I see. Well, then enjoy, man. Enjoy getting paid while you chill. The bow. It's a blade bow, actually, DH, so it already is at the elite level. So you can't up it anymore. Can you imagine if bows could roll ethereal, though? Then it would be kind of nuts. I think what I'd like better than bows being able to roll ethereal, though, would just be quivers that have magical properties. I feel like that would be good enough. That would be interesting. So anyway, I could roll this, and if we get 5 sockets, it's not horrible, but it's not going to have much use. You can make mist, basically. And if we get 4, though, then that's a nice trade for us right there. So, do I even have the stuff required? I mean, I have I have Ral, but I don't even have... I could make a perfect topaz, amethyst and try to roll it. So, here. Junk Jewel. Essence. This and this. Okay. What do you think? Should I try to roll it? Jesse says, agreed. A lot of D2 mods have quivers that are rare, set, unique, all that. Blizzard could really do so much more for this game. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Like, Jesse, like, they... Like, imagine a vendor in town that you can deposit uniques to so that he tracks the Holy Grail for you. How fun would that be? You'd be like, ooh, sweet, I haven't found that yet. Even if you're not going to use it, because then you'd be like, I can go deposit that at the vendor. He can put it in his written his manuscript of uniques of items, you know. The weapons lore master, or like something, or the armors, you know, something like that would just be so cool in the game. The unique and like rare magic quivers would be cool. There's so many cool things they could do. New mercenaries, like they added a new mercenary. The D2R devs, the Act 5 dual wielding Barbarian. And it's like, why couldn't they do one in Act 4 that can wield like 2-handed axes or something, so you could have a few more options? Be really cool. Jesse says, but I think their only focus for Diablo will be D4 forever now, even though it's kind of bad. Yeah, well, not if I have anything to say about it. All right? DH says, I think it would be nice if the arrows had the actual properties of real arrows, like fire, snub nose, pointy, poison. That could be something. Like, maybe if it was just, like, poison skill damage and things like that, you mean? Lord Greybush, haha, a D3 imported loot goblin would track the Holy Grail deposits. I think that would just be really cool. And that's... It would require them to do something, you know, but it would be cool. All right, let's see here. I also just want to do a quick Countess here. So here, I'm going to throw on all my Shadow Discipline stuff, resummon the Shadow Master at level 32. Quick Countess, see what room we get, and also, like, if there's a key we could get from it, too. Do you think I'm like, do I need that 4-socket shadow bow that's down in Andariel's? You know? Do I need that for the BowBarb at some point? It's like, do I want to make a harmony or something in that? I'm trying to think. I might want it. I might want that for him. So, all right, back to it. Just because I'm just thinking... I'm just thinking about the BowBarb, you know? Okay, and then I also have a 3-socket Berserker Axe that I do want to make a hustle in. And maybe use that on the BowBarb for a bit and see how that goes. When he's higher level. Minions over here. Large charge. Nope, no max damage. Dude, there's been tons of shadow bows dropping in this game. It's like this seed or whatever just wants you to find shadow bows. Wait, is it up there? No. Sometimes the Black Marsh is huge. Happy Monday, says Dead Parrot. What's up, dude? And, Jesse says, I also wish they had, like, some harder content in this, like, maps or something, because when you're GG geared online in Players 1 is so easy. Hell, even Players 8 is, like, for a Javazon is nothing. Yeah. And Jesse says, like, a hustle on swap? Yeah, I might, because my plan is to go, like, beast on swap, you know, for the Mark of the Bear. Like, that's better than Burst of Speed, you know, and it's easier to proc and everything. But I just wanted to try it just to see if that would be something. And I just kind of want to make a Berserker Axe hustle just for the heck of it. Like, what else? The only other thing you can make in a 3-socket Berserker Axe is, like, a Crescent Moon. And don't really have a need for that right now. And you can make those on non-ladder anyway. Slayer Guard. That was nice. As we were just passing through them, those guys just got nailed by the Mercenary and the Shadow Master. Oh, I checked these undefiled graves because I have found like Malrunes and stuff like that before in those. Sacred Targe, 17. Oh, special dudes. Here it is. Wow, that was pretty far away that time. Oh, so we're level 88 with this character. And BowBarb is 38, so we do need to get him up a little bit more to really see how that build's gonna work in the end, you know. But yeah, Jesse, I do agree that it would be nice to have some harder content as well for like people who've really min-maxed their characters and stuff. That's kind of partially why I also like making these weird builds, is because it kind of artificially is augmenting the difficulty of the game, you know. Like it definitely does. It definitely does scale things in a way for you if you just limit yourself on what you're supposed to use. But yeah, I know what you mean. I like when if I would like some official changes, you know, like something that everybody's kind of engaging in, you know. And that's also why because some people were like, hey, just play a mod, you know, like just mod it. You can just like mod the game and then you could do whatever you want. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but that's kind of not that fun overall to me. Like, it's more fun if there's like official changes that everybody is kind of looking forward to and testing out and trading items for, and you know, like that's kind of why I'd rather they actually do it, and then everybody's just like participating in it. You know, that's what makes it more fun, I think. Okay. Here we go. All right. Level 3, level 4. I was watching Iceman's like imbue quest videos, you know, and there was a comment. Someone was like, "This is really fun to watch," you know. Also, it just shows you how bullshit the imbue quest is, because it was like he's imbuing like, I don't know. Like, he's had so many videos imbuing axes, and he hasn't found a single one that's any good still, you know? He's, like, done, like, hundreds of these imbues. Not a single one is any good. Nibber says, Jesse, that's why I don't play Javazon. I've never made one. I've never made a Javazon before. But I will. And what I'm gonna make, I've decided that when I make one for the channel, though, it's gonna be a Javazon, but all the gear on the character will be blue items. Doesn't that sound dope? It's still gonna be fine because you can be naked with a Javazon pretty much, right? And still do fine. But I just think it'll be cool to show all blue gear on a Javazon. Is it 4 sockets and Eth? It's ethereal. We have ethereal man catcher. We gotta roll that. If we get 4 sockets, then I don't need to trade for one. Here we go. This is why you farm. Here we go. Here we go. This is it, man. We need 4 sockets on this ethereal man catcher so we can make pride. Shoot him, Mercenary. There you go. Your blood will boil. And then she's dead. IO rune. I'll take it because you can make those ladder only helmets now with those. So I'll take one of those IO runes. I've got 3 of those, I think, in this now. And I've made a few. Alright. Okay. So now we gotta go back. We gotta roll sockets in this. Stay a while and listen. How about you just stand there, Kane, and just identify stuff for me when I ask? Lower resist. You don't really need that when we got plague. Alright. Here we go. So, first I need a perfect amethyst. Oh, I got 4. 4 IO. Okay, so we need to cube up for a perfect amethyst. We need a Ral. And we need an Am. And Eth man catcher. Alright, here we go. Four sockets, baby. 2 sockets. Oh. Make a nice looking strength, I guess, for the mercenary. Son of a gun. Dead Parrot. I plugged my Blade Sin into Max Rolls D2 Planner. It says I'm getting 21k from Blade Fury. 109k DPS. I feel like it could be stronger, though. Whoa. And 911 Eddie G is very happy and says, gay. What's up, Eddie G? So, yeah, only 2 sockets on this, bro. Let's run around with it for a minute. Okay. Charcy, here you go. Eth 2-socket man catcher for you. Hope you enjoy that. Okay. Let's see here.
May I help you?
LOL, says Eddie G. Let's see here. Well, that was a bummer. I really needed a 4-socket ethereal man catcher or thresher. Let's do another little run here for a key. I kind of want to just do a couple rounds of that. Or not rounds, but just like hit all the spots, you know, that have got keys at them. Let's see. Thule rune. Do I need that? I don't know. Sure. A blue Eldritch Orb. That was close to being something. To shoot us, maybe. They're sapping my mana. There we go. Yep, not the right way, of course. There are some champions over here, though, so I guess I'll just take them out and then check the chests. Alright, we'll TP back and then try again. Arcane, here we go. Also, I do have Death Sentry for free from the base of this plague, but I really don't even use it. Like, I think I used it once in a while when I remembered that I had it, like in like the Chaos Sanctuary or something. But we really haven't even used it. So like all this like when everybody's like dying all around us, like all that area of effect damage is all just because we have Blade Shield, we have the Mercenary doing lightning, and then the Shadow Master's got Blade Shield and has like whatever she's doing. He didn't drop a key. Okay. Well, let's kill these guys. Just for being associated with the fake summoner. You want to trade key sets or go for the Ubers? Trustworthy fella? Yeah, I mean, like, I might do that, I guess. I don't know. I'm keeping all my runes and stuff because I still am making the Bow Barb. So we're still working on the Bow Barb, so it's not critical that we get to the Ubers. I want to do the Ubers just for like fun on this character. Just to see if we can complete the content, basically, which I think we surely can. I did beat D-Clone. I was off stream. He showed up while I was just looking at stuff. And I had a life tap wand in the stash. So I just life tapped him and then I amp damaged him with Atmas and just took him out, you know. It was wasn't too difficult. I had some rejuves on me. It was fine, you know. And this character has, you know, like plenty of crushing blow and everything and attack rating. So it was really fine. I do think we might be a little like weak for the Ubers. Like we might not have like enough life and stuff. But you know, maybe we just keep preparing accordingly. Like make a threat or like get a CTA and all that. Oh, ooh. What the hell happened there? You know, so like maybe we do all that, get CTA so I can have more life and, you know, just really make sure I have like the best chance at it. What the hell, dude? I just got like wrecked right there. Okay. Speaking of which, where I was like, maybe we should get everything we need. But like I do have some gear for more like lightning res, and I do have some gear for like more poison. I do have a T-Gods that I found, so like I'm keeping that in case I need the lightning absorb. I can make some of those new rune word helmets if I need more absorb of some kind. You know, I do have a dwarf star as well in the stash that I found. So yeah, so there's like a bunch of stuff that I have. Dead Parrot says, were you inspired by Double Billy? Yeah, for sure, dude. But even before I saw Double Billy's videos, I was making off meta builds. Like I had a Hunter Druid before they even updated the Druid to be able to summon all the summons and everything. So like, yeah, I definitely but I saw his videos obviously eventually and was like, I think, which one? There was one that I saw of his. I think it must have been like his Cold Barbarian or something like that, where it had like Rift and like a faceted blue armor, you know, and he specifically used a jeweler's like full plate mail of Nova Shield because the color blue matched the color blue of the Nightwings, you know? And I was like, okay, this is the kind of attention to detail that I like to do, you know, when considering stuff like that. So this guy's like right up my alley, you know? So like Double Billy was, so yeah, and I definitely, if it weren't for Double Billy, I don't think I would have tried to make a video about D2R, like off-meta builds, actually. Because the very first one I made, which was my Lightning Strafe Amazon, he actually commented on it and said that he was like, I love it. And I was like, oh, dude, Double Billy commented on my video. And then I was like inspired to make another video after that. And then I showed off my Hunter Druid next. So yeah, dude, for sure. Double Billy was definitely inspired me to keep going on the channel. I wouldn't have made a second video probably, you know. So anyway, let's see here. That's good. Oh yeah, I did craft a blood ring too. I forgot to mention that. It doesn't have as much lifesteal on it, but it did have 8 minimum damage, and it did have little strength, some life, and it did have all res 9. So the other rings I have, like this one has poison res with 6 lifesteal, and this one has dual leech but 4 lifesteal with lightning resist 24. This one's pretty good, but I just decided to use this one for a little bit, and I did replace this large charm that I had with 15 lightning res for 2 small ones for total of 21. So our lightning res is up to 46 now. That's the only thing that's kind of lacking on this build, is some of our res is a little bit low. But there's some tough dudes over here. Wow. Like, yeah, we're getting like absolutely wrecked by some of these guys. Spectral hit, is that why? Yeah, he had spectral hit and might. I think that's probably why. Okay. I like to kill the elite packs, you know. I don't want to like just leave them because that's where a lot of your gear comes from. Ah shit, I have like full gold right now.
I am overburdened.
Hang on guys, sorry. I gotta take a phone call, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, so it had expired, and I was unaware of that because I had just used it a few months prior for an emergency room visit for a similar issue, same issue actually. It was undiagnosed, and then so once I learned that, I did purchase insurance. So I should be on file. I have Aetna, Allstate should be on there because I had that by the time I arrived at Henry Ford, Maine. Yeah, it should have been. Should have been. Because I have the card and everything. I don't need any of that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it should be mine. Okay. Oh, send claims by mail. Oh, yeah, I have it. It's, Meritan Health. Yeah, N-E-R-I-T-A-I-N Health. And it's P.O. Box 853921, Richardson, Texas. Yes, 866-596-5817. So I bought. So when I went to the emergency room that morning, I was notified that my insurance had lapsed, and I was so I actually purchased this that morning. Well, I don't know. I just got it. I didn't ask them. They were paid for it. Yeah. No, I've only received a bill for an ambulance ride. Yeah. It does say 316, so it says it's the day after. Yeah. So what's the bill? Yeah, so is that 2,000? What is that covering? Is that concern itself? No, I had emergency room visit morning, which then required emergency surgery, and I was transferred to surgery. Somebody like who's yeah, she took this is the insurance that I did. That's what I figured anyway. Okay. When I did give it to her, she had a hard time reading it because she didn't have her glasses. So I wonder if that's why. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I do. But what do you mean nothing's coming Oh, man, sorry, dudes. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. It was something stupid. Atlantis says, yo. Well, yo, what's up, Atlantis? But yeah, sorry about that, dudes. I had to take that phone call.
Good evening.
Let's see here. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, that's I forgot about the... Oh, well. Gauntlets. Alrighty, yeah. So we're back in it here. Just gonna run quick to Neelathok, I think, just see if he happens to give me some RNG for the friggin' keys, you know? And then I do want to switch over to Bow Barb and get that going again. Sorry for the couple delays we've had. First I couldn't get started right away, and then we were getting going, and then I had to take this phone call, man, because I've had, you know, that surgery and stuff, and I've had to do like follow-up visits and doctor's appointments, and now I have to get rehab for something for my shoulder and stuff, and then there's all this insurance stuff and, like, you know, billing and everything, and I had to take an ambulance ride, so that cost money and all this crap. So yeah, anyway, just had to take these phone calls, man, because this stuff just isn't gonna get sorted unless I do it like right away, because I'm really bad about calling back and things like that. So anyway, Jesus the Hipster says, hey Michael, big fan of your vids, happy to see you live. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was I just had to step away for a phone call, and so I think I kind of just lost a bunch of people from doing that. But it's all good. But I'm glad you're checking out the live stream, dude. I'm just trying to just farm a little bit with my off meta ladder character, this assassin, who is a physical claws assassin. We have a shadow killer with a burr rune in it, which is 1% off perfect, and we have a plague and a runic talon where we get 2 to dragonflight, 1 to death sentry, and it rolled 2 to skills. The damage roll, though, was about, you know, 90% off the high roll, so that kind of sucked, but it's still going fine. We do have Enigma and a breastplate, G-face with 39 ED, Atma's Ravenfrost. I crafted this blood ring, which has got all res and some life steal, of course, some attack rating, some 8 min damage. We've got War Travelers, Laying of Hands, we got a Torch, Annie, we've got 3 Shadow Discipline Skillers with some max damage attack rating charms, and a few other ones for some res, like these lightning ones here and this one here, because res is kind of a lacking on the build. But yeah, and then we do have a Bow Barbarian who's level 38 that I started because I was finding all these cool bows and stuff on this character. So I decided to roll a Bow Barb from level 1, you know? And so we've been leveling him as a Bow Barb the entire time. But yeah, that's what we got going on, man. And so 2 off-meta builds on this seasonal ladder, and it's going great. We've been making excellent trades. The last stream had some wild trade, and somebody was like super generous. They weren't watching the stream as far as we could tell because they didn't divulge that information. But I was trying to trade away like a Dusk Shroud, and I just needed like a Mal rune, and I ended up getting like all kinds of stuff. It was the last live video, if you go back and watch it, at about hour 40, hour 30 maybe. There's like there's like a half an hour of me just being like, dude, what, you know. So that was kind of fun. And some of the stuff that we have on the screen right now, it's like I'm looking for basically a base for a beast. I have one, but it's superior, and if I ever want to use it, like on another character, the repair cost is just going to be ridiculous, you know? So I kind of don't want to make it in a superior item. So I have an 11% 5 sockets Eton axe. And so I don't really want to make it in that, you know. Alrighty, antidote potion, there we go. That plague is super nice, man. That poison usually would be such a problem down here. But we're pretty good since we got the plague. The Bow Barb is a goat, says Nick. Bow Barb is been really fun, man. He has a very nice skill set. He uses Taunt, Grim Ward, and Leap. Not even Leap Attack, because you can't use Leap Attack on a bow. But Leap has a nice knockback effect when you level it up more. Grim Ward has enemies taking extra damage. So it works really great and it slows them. So that works great for the Bow Barb. But yeah, he's got interesting skill set. Alright, let's run around over here. Neelathok is right there. Whoa. We're in a key of destruction, baby. There it is. There we go. Yeah. Let's ID this. There we go. Let's ID this rare. Repairs durability. 1 to barb skills. Hey, yo. 3 to bone spear. And 1 to bone prison. 1 to poison nova. Base. 3 to bone spear base, yo, for that white rune word. Check that out. Feeling pretty good. Let's just go clear out the other side of this place, you know? Why are we lagging? We're lagging a little bit. Three to bone spear, dude. We just got 3 to bone spear base. That's cool. I should try to trade that. I doubt too many people are rolling a bone spear necro right now, though. Can you pierce with throw barb? Yeah, if you get the right equipment, you know. Okay, the lag is gonna get me killed probably now. Oh, shit. I'm like about to spill this coffee everywhere. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, check it. 3 to bone spear, 1 to bone prison, dude. That's cool. Dead Parrot says also have a bone spear necro on ladder. Do you already have your bone spear wand? I did find in the shop this ladder +6 to bone spirit wand. It was magic. Yeah, maybe if we complete the Bow Barb too, which I mean we're going to, maybe I just roll a bone spear necromancer, you know, and just it's like not off meta, but it's just like sure, why not, you know, just deck out a bone spear necro just for the heck of it. Just like one more character to gear up just for fun. And a 3-bone splendor. Ooh, that's nice, dude. That's nice. 3 Bone Splendor, man. That's cool. I've like never found a good Necromancer shield as a base, or like a magic one that rolls really high on something. Although, I bet if I look through my mules on non-ladder, though, I could probably find one that has like extra skills to like Iron Golem or something like that, maybe. Okay, so we got a key. We got a key, man. That's literally why I decided to go. What if you can guarantee a key if you step away and stand in one place in town for a long time? What if that's the way the RNG works for the keys? You have to stand in town for 20 minutes, and then you can guarantee a key drop, you know? Ginger Gaming Mentor, go test right now. There we go. Clasped Orb. 1 to Energy Shield.
I am overburdened.
A tier rune? I don't really need it, do I? But maybe. I might need it for... Actually, you need a tier rune for Beast, don't you? Oh my gosh, dude! Look how many freaking enemies there are. This place has good density. Like ran out of potion. Fanged helm. I gotta check these blue barbarian helms, you know. Whoop. Cause what if it rolls +6 to Warcry? You know, then what? Then what do we do? Then we gotta make like a singer barb or something. Let's see here. How about you make a trade under WoW to get that Hexfire so we can seek that crazy Joachim, that fire build to... Oh yeah, dude. So that was one of the big... So there were 2 really big highlights of the stream yesterday that come to mind. One was the insane trade, and then 2 was Joachim revealing that 2-piece Trangs works on the Act 3 Fire Mercenary. And with a Hexfire, you can get like +18 to Fireball with him. Jesus the Hipster. Is that any blue barb helm that can roll +6 or a certain type? I gotta be honest, I don't know if the lower tier ones can roll it or not. They probably can't. But I always just check them all to see what they can roll. But basically you need it to roll like a staff mod of Warcry +3, and then it has to get the magical property that's 3 to barb skills, you know? 3 to Warcries, right? So it's gotta be 3 Warcries, 3 to Warcry. And if it rolls that, then you essentially have the +6, and I don't know which one that is. Dead Parrot says, what? Yeah, dude, if you watch my reaction from the last stream when Joachim is explaining this, I literally everything just stops, and I'm like, wait a second. You can get +18 to Fireball on the Act 3 Fire Mercenary. He was like, yes, am I the only one that knows this? I was like, dude, I think you're the only person on BattleNet that knows this. Because I've never heard of this ever from anyone.
I need
He was like, yeah, dude, he goes, that's how I rolled with my enchant mercenary. And I was like, dude, that is absolutely amazing, you know? And so then I was just like, I need to make like a, see now, it's like now I need to make like Enigma Necromancer self-wielding infinity, like I've shown before on the channel, and have lower resist, and then have the mercenary have Phoenix, 2-piece Trangs, and Hexfire Shamshire, you know? Or even just like a spirit maybe for the faster cast. And just see how the guy wrecks, you know? I guess if you have conviction and lower res, you don't need the Phoenix shield, though. It would be better to go spirit or even like faceted shield or something. So yeah, maybe you just forget about the Phoenix shield. Just go ethereal spirit. Let's see, Dead Parrot. I'm gonna test it tonight. Yeah, so last night we were at Joachim was in the game with me, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a Hexfire Shamshire," and it was just like, he's like, the problem with finding one is that nobody keeps them. Like nobody has one to trade, you know. All right. So let's go back to town. And we did get a key, so here we go. Here's our the other key is on the Barbarian, I think. Is that where I put it? Or maybe I put it on a mule. I don't know. We have two, though. We've got one from the Countess and one from Neelathok, so... yeah, we're crushing, right? Okay. 3 to Bone Spear. Interesting. So, yeah, we could do a Bone Spear Necromancer eventually, maybe then. Because we have a lot of stuff here. Look, anti-perfect Maras. All right, I'm thinking. So here's our runes too. We've got Cham, 2 Bur, Sur, 2 Low, Ist, 2 Vex, Mal, and a Ko. With a bunch of Hell runes, actually. We have 9 Hell runes, which I think 10 can get you an rune from the right buyer. And we do have a bunch of Lem runes in here. We have a bunch of Eth runes for blood boots if we need those at some point. So... Dead Parrot says, I have 2 Phoenix Shields, non-ladder, so we'll test. Trustworthy Fellow says, let us know. Somewhere in the comments or whatever. The people demand to know. Yeah, dude, and, you know, I can test that. I have all that stuff on non-ladder. I even have a Trang armor with a -4/+4 fire facet in it. On non-ladder. So, you know, I could test it too. Chaos is terrorized. I mean, that's cool. Oh, should we do that really quick? Let's just go do that really quick. Since it's terrorized, I want to do one run of that before I switch over to the Bow Barb. Let me rebuff this stuff here. Alright, here we go. Blood maggots. Urders. Can't hit him. What the heck's going on? There we go. Okay. Man, when the amp actually goes off, it's just everything just dies immediately. That's why you can't. This is why you couldn't have easy amplify damage, you know, somewhere on melee builds. It would just delete everything. You wouldn't. There'd be no more challenge to the game at all for melee.
I am overburdened.
No, you're not. There you go. Alright, how much does it fall off? So we had a 94% chance to hit before in the level 85 area, and now in the terror zone it goes down to 88. So 6% loss in attack rating just from going to a place that's 2 levels higher, which, you know, is kind of BS for melee. It's like you get nerfed whenever you walk into a terror zone with melee, no matter what, just because of the level of the and of course, I was not paying attention to my mercenary, and he died like a little piece of shit. All right. Oh, hey. Hey, yo. Leveling toxic multi-shot Amazon. Look at this one. Run walk with 100 poison damage. Cool. Although, I'm kind of at the point now on that build where I'm replacing all of these hundreds with better, you know? But still not bad for poison build. Off-meta poison builds. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. I like that. And then here's the Terror Rune. We've got a couple of those. And we gotta resurrect you. This is Diablo 2 Resurrected. We always resurrect the Merc. Even Bone Break with Reapers on Merc is strong. Yeah, for sure, man. I always just like don't use Bone Break though. I don't know. Maybe I should start using it on some of my builds, but lost all our mana there. There we go. Because I feel like you can just kind of get around the physical immunes on a melee character pretty easily. Like on a Barb, you just need a point into Berserk. Or you can just have like a Mercenary that does some other type of damage. The Reaper's Toll. You could have a Brand on swap. You could have Witch Wild. You could have Atmas. Like, there's kind of there's Cranium Basher, which has a chance to proc amp, you know. There's also just like going like Elemental, right? So I feel like there's always like already kind of a lot of ways for physical builds to kind of get around it. Like this character is using Atmas, and then we have, you know, obviously a Lightning Mercenary who can get a few more upgrades. We need a larzuk rush, or we could use, once we get to Hell with the Bow Barb, we could just use his socket quest to socket that ethereal shield that I have. So that's another incentive to kind of get him going. Large charm. Sucked. Oops, I don't want to do that. Put that there. A lot more guys over there than I thought. I always like to go right first in Chaos. Usually people do this one last, you know. Okay. 5 lightning res on that. Okay. I've also noticed that, like, what helps my Mercenary do better is if I teleport kind of just on the outside of a group and then I run in there myself instead of just Dragonflight everybody on top of them, you know? Like, I do that sometimes, but then it ends up being better overall because sometimes you Dragonflight on them and then the Mercenary, like, walks away to try to get position. 2 martial arts, 28 lightning, 18 mana, circlet. Not many other mods on there, though. I actually don't need that Amra. Google search, the Essene Gospel of Peace. What's up, dude? Says the barb helms can hipster, but they are pretty rare, the +6 magic ones. People pay a lot for the +3 Warcry, +3 Battle Orders ones as well. Yeah, so Gospel of Peace, he was also asking if there was a particular barb helm that could or couldn't roll it, though. So, like, which ones? Like, which ones? Hey, look, a Soul Rune and a Ring and a Terror Zone. We can roll that. 2 to 5 cold, 14 poison. Faster cast, 22 poison. Not bad for energy shield sorceress, right? So he's asking, like, is there a particular barb helm that can or can't roll the best mods, you know? And I was like, I don't actually know. If there's I said maybe like the ones that are like normal helms probably can't or something like that. We're amped, dude, or decrept. Flawless Topaz or Amethyst, we need that. Oh, what? Dude, my character is like rubber banding around in the middle of that whole group. And he died, of course. Large charm off of Desace. Terrorized. 1 max damage, 17 life. What level requirement? 19. So BowBarb could use it, but I don't think it's going to be... I don't know if he's going to even... if it's going to fit. I could give that to the BowBarb. It might be a very minor upgrade. And we might as well put this like here. Or no, wait, I'll just grab the Mercenary again because I'm rather he help out with the static field and everything. It does help, actually. And do we have a root? No, we don't. Darn. Okay, so maybe we craft this if we can. Put a Soul Rune next to it so I remember. This could be for the Barb. Give it to him. And we... yeah, okay. Have you found any godly charms, says Jesus the Hipster? We found some pretty good ones, but then some people donated some too, like Ploppers and Zaug and Dead Parrot. They gave me some that are absolutely ridiculous, actually, like some that are like 10 max damage with attack rating, you know. And then I did find some that were like 5 or 6 max damage, you know, large charms and stuff, which are good enough. Like if you have 2 6 max damage large charms, that's 12 right there. So that's pretty good. This guy's immune to physical and immune to lightning, but we amped him, so we're good. Yeah, so we did find some good ones, like on this character, for example. Look at this. Run walk 1057. 524 with 41 life. I did trade for some too. I traded for another one that was like 5 with 35 life and attack rating. That's on the Bow Barb. And then we've got Run Walk Shadow Disciplines. Run Walk Shadow Disciplines. This one I traded for. This one somebody gave me on the stream. Shadow Disciplines. Traded for that one. This one's just kind of nice just for now because I need lightning res. It's got 39 gold and 28 lightning. And then these are lightning. And then these are just max damage with attack rating. This one's got run walk and this one's got life. This is 311, 5 MF, 219, 318, and then we've got 1019 Annie with 10 experience gains. Yeah, so we have some decent charms actually. And BowBarb has got his own assortment. BowBarb has some level 21 10 max damage charms on him, which are really amazing. So, okay. Okay, we amped Terrorize Diablo. There we go. Dude, it's funny how we can kill Diablo faster than, like, the other enemies in this place. Let's take all those home with us. I feel like Run Walk on Charms doesn't get utilized as much. It does on, it really does on Fury Druids, you know, like shape-shifted Druids, since they don't have teleport in shape-shifted form. It also does on Amazons. So Amazons are usually going for most damage output as well with Fortitude, and they won't use Enigma. So they'll have like a Harmony Bow on swap or a Nausea on swap, and then a bunch of Run Walk Charms. Okay, so let's see if we could trade this Grand Matron bow. Or maybe we should roll it first. We'll roll it first when we have a perfect amethyst. We'll go back to the barb. All right, barb time. Bow Barb. Let's see. Okay, so the Bow Barb. Here's the other key I was talking about. One more level, you can try the Hustle out, so that's cool. We're using Peace so we can get a Valkyrie. We have a Rip Hook. We're level 38. So Rip Hook and Cleglaws for 55 slow target. 20% lifesteal on the build right now. Visionary mod on the rare helm. Attack rating percent and flat attack rating with lifesteal on this and faster cast. Attack rating faster cast with some cold res. Razor Tail, Goblin Toes. On swap with just a Razor Switch. Just because it's one skill. I don't know. It's like I could just have like a Spirit Sword there or something, but it doesn't matter. So we did find a 30 Viper Magi with this character too. So I might just trade that off. I don't know if I really need it. Could put it on the Mercenary for more res. And it would make his Blessed Aim a little bit higher. Lance of the Guy Ethereal, Ice Blink Ethereal, and Worm Skull on the Mercenary, and he's got Blessed Aim because we really need that. So let's see here. We are on Act 2. Yeah, that's right. We did not get very far in Act 2 because of all the stuff the shenanigans that happened yesterday. I could try to do this Book of Skill, I guess. So we do have battle orders with our Razor Switch. It's level 7. And then we do have 12 base points in Divine Potions, so that Grim Ward increases enemy damage taken by 80%. And then we do utilize a taunt to taunt enemies into the Grim Ward that flee away. 1 point wonders here, and 13 base points into Leap. So Leap works with the bow. That's why we're using it. And it does knock back guys and stun them. So here's the Grim Ward, see? And now this guy's super slow and he takes 80% more damage. So here. The only guys that aren't affected, though, by the Grim Ward are the leaders of elite packs and then champions. And then I can't... son of a gun, dude. I swear to God, there was like... I couldn't move there, but whatever. I was saying... See, I just lagged. I just rubber banded back. That's why I was like, what is happening right now?
How may I help you?
There's a lot of lag right now. D2R Dev. Are you, did you call in sick today? Dear D2R Dev? Is the server still, is it getting hot in the janitor's closet where the server is? I keep rubber banding. I just rubber banded again. Oh boy, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm lagging a lot right now. Opposite problem on your Boazon, says Lord Greybush. All mobs you kill fast, and Bale and Diablo very slow. Lord Greybush, what about doing Witchwild String with 2 Burr runes in it? Does that might increase your boss kills because you can proc amp damage on them and then have lots of crushing blow. Mr. Still Don't Care. Cool looking armor on the Barbie. Did you know there is almost no lag on single player? Yeah, but there's also almost no trades on single player. And the trading is really fun. Okay, I can't. Get him. There we go. I need Blessed Aim. There we go. I was like, I couldn't hit anything until Blessed Aim kicked in. That's how we are. That's how reliant we are on that right now. So we have ways to remedy that, though. Once we get the build to, you know, the higher levels, we will have Demon Limb and all that kind of stuff. We should be all right. All right. So now we just need to proc this Valkyrie to help us tank some stuff. So yeah, like we taunt them over, and then we knock them back too. Oh, this guy I can't though. Oh. Some of the enemies too, they won't let you Grim Ward on. Like, I noticed a lot of the undead, you can't use Grimward. Lord Graber says, yeah, I'm running a Witch Wild with Atmas, but I need at least one IS jewel in the Witch Wild to reach the maximum break point. I see. Oh, dude, that hurt bad. I have to start using this, because like, we're not hitting stuff. Why does it feel like whenever you're less than 95% to hit enemies, it feels like you hit 30% of the time? Does anyone else ever feel like that when they're playing a melee character? It's like it'll say 80-something chance to hit, but it just feels like you hit like half the time. You know? Do slowed enemies take more damage? No, but if it's the Grimward, they do. The Grimward skill erects a totem where they are slowed, and then they take more damage based on the. So look, I put up the Grimward. This guy right there was taking 80% more damage. So this guy's in it right now, and he's so the ones that when I have the Grimward up and you see the flee status above them. Like if I taunt this guy into it, let's see. Like this guy right here has got it. So he was taking 80% more damage right there. It's almost as good as amp damage actually, and it can exceed amp damage eventually. But just slow by itself, no. It just slows them. It doesn't make them take more. Where's the mercenary? Like, get in there, dude. Here we go. We really need an upgrade for the mercenary. He doesn't even have, he has like no damage basically at this point anymore. He's just all his damage is like his speed right now. Still haven't procced that Valkyrie too. Like, is it working? He says, oh wow, I don't think I've ever actually used Grimward before. I know, me either. That's why I'm doing it on this character. This is the first time I've ever used it, is on this character. And it kind of works out, because they all like slowly kind of walk away from you when you put it up. And so that's kind of nice for a ranged character. I guess like on a throw barb it would be pretty good then, because you can actually, you know, build a throw barb like normally. But it's also kind of like a hassle sometimes. Like, not all the enemies can be affected by it. Most of them can. It's just the champions and just the leaders of the elites, like I said before. So, you know, so in those instances, it might even be just more consistent just to have like a Reaper's Toll mercenary. But we're not going to do that with this build. We're going to try to lean into as much damage output as we can do with the Bow Barb, and that's why we're going for Might Pride combination on the mercenary. And we'll get what Dead Parrot says, is it something you cast, or is it an aura? The Grim Ward is a totem that you erect on a corpse. There's the Valkyrie. So like if I go like this, see now it's the totem is up now. You can do a bunch of them too. So like I got 3 of them up right now. And if I taunt like some of these guys here, I can taunt these guys over and they'll keep trying to reach me, and then by the time they get within range of the totem, they're affected by it. So yeah, I'm using skills that I just don't normally use a lot on a barbarian, right? Never used Grimward before, but here's a totem, and now I can taunt all these guys over to me, and they're gonna have to walk through. Look how slow they are. Like, they can barely move. Look. See? They can barely move. And then I have knockback on my gloves, so I just... If they get too close, then they just get knocked back and they have to start all over again. So yeah, it's, when everything is, like, working out, like, when we have everything set up, we're just, like... They can't really get to us at all. So I'm going to keep putting points into Find Potion. We're now at 85% damage increase. Okay, so 40 and 41... we will be able to use the Bariza. So we need 110 strength for that. So one more level. Oh, I can also use... Now that we summon the Valkyrie, let's switch over to our Hustle. That's actually kind of sick. Does it stack with slow applying gear like Arachnids? Yeah, I think it does. I think all the slow that you apply on somebody stacks on top of each other. There might be a cap. There's a cap to it at some point. I don't remember what it is, though. Look at the enhanced damage on this rare bow that I found earlier. 290. Blade bow. But, okay. So we can do Hustle now. Instead of Peace. So we get the run, walk, the attack speed. That's 90% increased attack speed between those two pieces there. Which, I don't know... My break point again. For the Barbarian. I'm just going to double check it. For the Barbarian, using a standard attack. And if he has a Razor Bow, which is minus 10 frames... He needs 109 to reach the last frame, but he needs 60 to reach the second to last. So, we're actually still... yeah, we're still 19 away. Which I wonder, do I have a pair of gloves? No, I don't think I have... Yeah, so I don't have a pair of gloves with 20 IAS on them. But that's okay. Alright, so we got Hustle. Our run walk is fast. And we have the evade, which is kind of nice now too, right? Or the... Yeah, the evade. So the only thing about the Grimward too, though, is that you can't cast it. You have to be next to a corpse to cast it. That's the other thing I found about it. Is that you actually have to run up to it. So that's when the leap actually comes in handy, because you can leap in and knock things away and then cast it. See? Okay, here's a waypoint. I know it caps at 50%, but I wonder if it applies separately. I mean, it seems like it just stacks on there, because everything is like as slow as it can be. It seems like. Arrows, kind of need those. There we go. Nice. Grimward. There we go. Dude, they're freaking wrecking together. The Mercenary and the Valkyrie from the Peace rune word, man. Look at them go. I didn't even do anything that fight. I didn't even do anything there. That was all them. It seems like the Valkyrie spawned with like some attack speed or something too, because unless it was just like lagging and then catching up. Maybe that's what I was witnessing. LOL, the normal mode, War Chief. Hey, we're in Nightmare. Alright, we're in Nightmare. Experience Shrine. Here we go. It is a different way to play the character though, where you're just trying to like affect the layout of the enemies. Like you just want them slow, you want them walking away from you, or you want them getting knocked back, or you want them walking toward you so that they can go into your ward. Like this like when you taunt these guys, it'll stop them from like shooting and stuff, you know? Like those guys are taunted and they couldn't get up to us at first because they were stacked on top of each other. They were like in a line. And so that stopped them all from shooting. So, Gospel Peace. Jawbone visors, assault helms, horned helms, Avenger guards. If rare, they can be +2 to barb skills or +2 to a tree, and 3 on 3 other skills. Magic ones can be +2 to barb skills or +3 to skill tree with up to +3 to other skills. Yeah, that's why magic has that possibility to be 1 higher, which is why the itemization in D2 is really cool, because they made it so that magic items are still relevant if you want to go raw damage sometimes, or raw skills, right? Just like the 320 jab gloves. You can't get 3 on a rare pair of gloves, only magic, and I think that's great. That makes blues still relevant, blue items still relevant in the game. Same goes for the assassin claws and all that. It's kind of cool that you're on the lookout for blue items for like the absolute end game of your character. So they're like, this dude, we'll just taunt him over and then he'll stop shooting, you know, which is great. Like these guys are going to taunt them over. They're all inside the ward now. Yeah, I think maxing that ward's going to be really good too, because the radius just keeps increasing. You only get enhanced. You only get the damage buff to the ward though if you put points in Find Potion. The damage increase does not get buffed from skills in Grim Ward, only the radius and the slow. Alright. Here we go. This is Radiment, so I can get the quest here. I don't think there's gonna be a... Yeah, these... See, I can't... This is the problem here, is I can't actually put a Grim Ward on these guys. This guy I can. Like this guy I could right here. Here we go. So I'm just going to taunt all these guys over. And now they're all in the Grim Ward. All my battle orders ran out. My mercenary died. Sucked. It's alright though. We're doing fine. Let's put up a TP though, just in case. Whoa. Man, the attack rating really fell off. That sucks. That's really annoying to me. At least later on, we'll have Demon Limb just like with us at all times, and we'll just be able to have the enchant when we need it. Oh my eyes. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Let's see. Where are those? We'll put peace on just so we can see if we can get the Valkyrie again. But yeah, I am gonna have to max battle orders as well, because we had like no life. Nick says, are you one skill wonder on Leap? No, man, I'm 13 base points in Leap. Some magic items are damned expensive. This game is beyond cool. It's a pity they stopped upgrading it. Updating it. Yeah. Well, like I've said before, I'm continuing to advocate for that. And if they ever do, in D2R Dev, you're watching somewhere. We need you, buddy. Alright. Let's try. Let's try again here. Oh my gosh. That was like brutal, man. Wow. Okay. Where's he at?
I am overburdened.
Thanks.
I've just about had my fill of the Walking Dead.
Okay. Book a skill. We can put our audio back up, I just realized, for this. So that I can hear the skills better. Alright. Okay, I'm going to keep maxing the damage aspect of Grimward. So 90% now. We're at 90%. We are 2 levels away from being able to try the Bariza out. Dead Parrot, did they fix the Valkyrie spawn for Peace? Does it last how long? Dead Parrot, yes. Peace now spawns the level 15 Valkyrie on striking, and you can even remove the armor from the character and it will stay, which is brilliant. And that's on every character. JP, guys, let's bring Blizzards to court and ask for Diablo 2 Resurrected rights. Oh my god, says Dead Parrot. Yeah, I know. Isn't it much better now? Nick says they want to make money, and for the amount of work they'd have to do, very little, to improve things, they would make a boatload because people would pay. I know people would pay for expansions and updates and patches and stuff like that. I know they would. It would be very cool. They probably are just looking at it like, here's the player base. We already put all this money into D4, so there's no reason to focus on the other thing. I mean, it's probably like really simple, you know? It's probably just like, we made what we wanted to make off of D2. Like, we sold like 6 million copies or whatever. And then, and that's it. Okay, where are we at now? Yeah, we have the whole friggin' Act 2 to go, basically. The Essene Gospel of Peace is now a member of Templar's Might Sucks. Thanks, dude, for becoming a member. I see you're wearing an SOJ now. That's very nice looking. The SOJ looks good on you. It kind of fits with your name, actually, if you think about it. Like the Stone of Jordan, you know? It's like you cross the Jordan, and your name is like the Gospel of Peace or whatever. So that's cool. How do you like the 90% extra damage, dude? Look at that. Cool. But yeah, thanks, man, for joining the Templars Might Sucks crew. Because that item does suck. It perfectly describes it. There isn't a better way to describe Templar's Might. JP, if they do something with it, I can pay monthly. It's the only game I'm interested in. I love this game, actually. Yeah, I think the monthly idea would really be upsetting to many people, you know? So there's that, you know? I think it would be. I know some people would be fine with it, but I don't know. I don't think it would be good for like this game overall, you know? Especially like newcomers that want to get into it or come back to it. Like if they saw that there was like now a monthly fee attached to it for some features, they might just be like, you know what? Forget it. Like that would, to me, that might be a barrier, I think, overall. Like you don't want people to look at a game that they used to love and then look at it now and go, I just don't want to support this because of the monthly fee anymore, you know? So for some people who are playing it all the time, we probably would be like okay with it, kind of, but overall it'd probably be bad. So I'm gonna say current stance on that is probably no for me on the monthly thing. I think that some updates though could just be like you buy them and then you got them type thing, and they can be like account bound or whatever, right? Or depending on what it is. But if it was like an actual expansion, then like yeah, you should just have to buy the expansion and then be done with it. Get those Grim Wards up. There we go. Boom, dude. And the Valkyrie is there. She's crushing. All right, so we got the Valkyrie back, so I can actually go to town here and switch to the hustle. Although the crit strike on this is kind of nice. Having crit strike does make me stronger, but we'll go hustle though because we got a lot of ways to run here. Level 40. All right, so 5 more strength because the Bariza requires 110 strength. 1 more level for Bariza. All right, and our damage will go up significantly with that. And what else do we need? We're just gonna keep going find potion, I think. And then after that is probably gonna have to be like battle orders, and then maybe natural resistance, depending on how terrible everything's looking. But yeah, and then maybe, I don't know, Grimward could use more radius, but we'll see. Battle orders is probably going to be the best, actually, out of everything after we've maxed out Find Potion. There we go. So these open spaces are great, and then I can taunt these guys into the Grimward now. Like, I'll taunt this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Come on into the Grimward. Nice.
I need a key.
It works really well when I have the space and everything. Yeah, and just, dude, like, the Mercenary and the Valkyrie are twice as strong when the Grimward's up. Really sweet. Removing the TCP IP that was originally supposed to ship on release kind of ruined the long term for them, says Dead Parrot. Yeah, I remember the original had that. You could do like LAN connection games and stuff too. Google search. Yeah, it's neat to hear people who played 20 plus years get surprised when they find out rares magic items exist that are better than uniques they thought were meta. So rare they never heard of them. Yeah, I know. That's why you can really go deep into the weeds with this game, and it keeps my interest, you know. Path of Exile 2, like I've said before, is going to be something that I check out for sure. That, like, Path of Exile 2 could pull me away from this game, I think, for a little while. You know? We'll see how, like, we'll see how fun it is, you know? Like, if it's got that like D2 itch where you're just like, dude, I gotta build, I gotta farm, you know, like, I gotta make characters like that. That's kind of what I want out of Path of Exile 2. I want it to feel like that, where you're just like, you kind of can't wait to just level up your character a little more, see if you can find a certain item, you know, or whatever. Like, I feel like if PoE 2 can do that, it's going to be one of the greatest games right next to D2, you know? Like, I don't think there'll be anything besides PoE 2 and D2. And it's my I've been saying lately on the streams that I think, so far from what I've seen, that, like, Path of Exile 2 is actually Diablo 3, you know? Like, that's actually the sequel to D2. We can wear Ravenfrost soon, can't we? Need to get one of those too for this character. I need to get a second Ravenfrost basically for this character. Fair enough, I agree. But let's say you would have a choice to pay or not for some extra useless stuff. No pay to win. So far, PoE 2 gameplay looks very, very slow. Very slow. Yeah, but I kind of like that about it. I think I want a game that's going to kind of like have you feel like each encounter is kind of meaningful. And I bet I'm sure though, dude, by the time you get by the time you're getting later on in the game, there's got to be ways to really like speed things up, you know? D2 is really slow in the beginning of the game, you know? Diablo 2 is super slow. The only reason it looks fast, the only reason it doesn't seem like it is because we know exactly what to do at all times when we're playing it, you know? Like you can like literally just like start a character and see in your head the next 80 levels of the character, you know, like before you've even played it. Like it's like you can kind of predict a lot of the stuff you're gonna try and what you're gonna do, you know. You know what I was just thinking would make sense? It would make a lot of sense to just get rid of this ice blink and just put peace on the Mercenary. Because he gets crit strike, and now I can switch to it if I need to. There we go. There. So this was cool for a little while. An ethereal ice blink. Is this perfect, by the way? 70%? It might be. I don't know. But we're just gonna drop it. I don't think anybody wants ethereal ice blink for any reason.
Tell me your troubles.
JP, if they manage to pull this effect off, like in D2, then they will have it. The best ARPG of all time. Yeah, we'll see. I could be wrong. You know, I could play it and just be like, yeah, it's a really great game, but I'm still gonna I'm just gonna play D2. You know, like that might happen. But we'll see, you know? We'll see. You don't know what could happen. The Microsoft owns Blizzard now, right? Or whatever, they bought them. You don't know how they might want to restructure some of the games they own, or if they think that they can squeeze more money out of them somehow. Maybe they'll come across all my Dear D2R dev videos and just be like, so this is direct. They're like, these are directly, you know, geared towards us. Like, what is the community saying about this? And then they'll just be like, well, it seems like there's kind of a interest in keeping this game going, so, you know. Like, just think about how D2R got its campaign, you know, for it to be re-released and remastered. Imagine another campaign like that for a nice big expansion pack thing that updates the uniques and adds 3 more quests to Act 4 and adds a couple mercenaries in there and, you know, has the fabled Act 6 or whatever. Like, just stuff like that. Just imagine that, like, and then they marketed it like they did D2R. It would be like, okay, here's another 5 million copies, you know, like, sold. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. Like, it's legendary, this game, so they're just dumb for not trying to pursue it, but... Let's see, even if it's amazing, there's still always the itch for D2R. We all get it after a break. Yeah, it's true. Is there... trying to look at my charms here. Does one of my charms have cold damage on it? I kind of want to... I'm kind of curious about that. No. This is... the Eye of Atlas does, okay. There we go. So that was a perfect example. Leaped in, knocked everybody back, and then set the Grim Ward up. Because the body was covered by, like, tons of enemies. But the leap just knocked them all back for me, and then I can cast it in there. Talrune. I heard it drop. Trustworthy fella. It must be one of their best long-term performers in terms of active player base. It's not strange to think they'd give it some love, and yeah, I'd totally throw in some money for an expansion. Yeah. Dude. Immediately. I wouldn't hesitate at all. Now, whether or not they could pull it off and it'd be like amazing, that's another question. But, you know. Wow. Okay, so there's the maggot lair. Put up a TP there. Ooh, we are gonna need, I think, or no, sorry, I was gonna say I thought we would need dual Hodos at some point, but I don't think we're gonna go for that. I just remembered because of my plan to wield the Oath and like Demon Limb and have a beast on swap and stuff like that. So never mind about that. If it's the same team that did D2R, I'm sure they can. Yeah, I think they could. I think that they're just, you know, I think they could have done more patches, and I think they just kind of got, like, I think the timing of D4 and everything just kind of stopped it. That's all. I think they were going to do more. They're so slow. Dude, this is fun. This is a really fun build, dudes. I'm telling you. Just watching your watching the Grimward actually serve a pretty good purpose and control things, and then you just kind of watch them slow and then you shoot them all. It's pretty fun. Is this the waypoint? It is. Great. So let's go to the TP that I set up and get that staff. Oh, we're so close to 41. And 100% Pierce on the Bariza is going to be super nice in the Maggot Lair. So I'm changing my mind. Let's move forward. We'll do the Maggot Lair later. I want to level up first. I love expanded crafting in the mix, says Trustworthy Fella. Most uniques from useless to cool would be cool. JP. Jesus the Hipster. What's the worst build in your opinion? Like, the worst build that's like supposed to work, you mean, but it doesn't? Like something like that? Let me think. Probably Rabies. Yeah, I'd say Rabies build. Rabies Druid is like the worst build that should work better, but it doesn't. because you can really pump the skills up. There's even a unique that gives you 5 to rabies. You can find helms, like magic helms, that have 4, 5, or even 6 to rabies, you know? And you can make metamorphosis, which could essentially net you plus 8 to rabies, and it still sucks. I will try on the channel to show a fully decked out rabies build, you know, with all of my poison gear, like the facets and everything, you know, like all the facets, the death's web, like I'll show it. I'll do everything, and I'll show how ridiculously stupid and terrible rabies still is. Trustworthy Fellow says, yeah, you get like 30k poison damage and then it just fails to infect big time. Yeah, and I mean, you could argue that the reason for rabies could just be, you know, a little bit of chip damage while you halt enemy regeneration. But it's like, I don't know. It seems like something that you should be able to really maximize if you go all in for it. JP says, with endgame gear, rabies is still poorly performing. Oh, yeah. The duration is increased for every level you put into it, and for every skill that is added to it. So all skills are plus to druid skills or whatever. So even though the damage is increasing all the time, so is the duration. And so you're always just extending out the damage. It's not like Poison Nova where the duration is set and the damage just keeps increasing. And so the duration being long is kind of good for it to spread, but it's kind of bad for the damage. So like it doesn't scale, you know?
I need a key.
And you can kind of offset that by using lots of like facets or like bramble and stuff, so that you're not getting as many skills, but you're getting lots of plus skill damage and negative enemy res and all that. And even still, it's just like, it's like the amount of gear required to make it sort of useful is kind of ridiculous. So, I don't know. One thing that rabies is good for is it actually does have a really fast attack frame. And so, theoretically, you could use it on a single target, like an Uber, that, like, because you know how Fury hits everything? It's like, it doesn't just focus on one thing. So say you wanted to, like, go to the Ubers, get life tap, and just hit the Uber. Well, then Rabies is a great idea, because it'll just hit the Uber, and it has very high attack rating, and it's just like, like it hits really fast. So, and it will halt the regeneration, right? So the poison and its duration will halt the regeneration. So that's the best use I could think of for rabies, is just halting regeneration on one target. You know, it's kind of like Poison Dagger in that way, but that's it. Crip says, with grief, it's not that bad. Yeah, but with grief, nothing's that bad, right? But yeah, I hear what you're saying, though. You could just run and just and just kill everything in one hit, and the rabies will spread a little bit here and there. But somebody asked me, what's the worst build? And I was saying, trying to be a pure rabies druid is probably the worst build, if I had to pick one. Just because it doesn't operate like you think. Like, if you were playing the game and you were looking at the damage, you'd be like, ooh, that's a lot of damage, and then you would keep trying it. And then other things that have that much damage, though, like, say, a Plague Javelin, are pretty good. You know? Like, Plague Javelin works. Why doesn't Rabies work? You can make Ravens work as a main skill. Yeah, man. I mean, if you go pure Summon Druid, Ravens can do thousands of damage, like 7,000 damage. You know? Like pure Summoner Druid is actually not as bad as a lot of people think, really. It's definitely still not, you know, Corpse Explosion, Necromancer, but it's good. I think it's good. Oh man, these guys are wrecking. I need to taunt these guys over. There we go. Yes. I need to hit these guys with Battle Cry. There we go. Let's try that. Because maybe now I can actually hit them. These guys are really tough for me to connect with right now. Okay. Boy, that was kind of rough. 80% chance to hit in here. Not great for us, you know? But we are level 41. So let's go try this out. Now, the build isn't complete, obviously, because we're only level 41. But we are able to use one of the items that we're going to try to use. So, let's see. Keep maxing that. We're at 100% enemy damage taken. We can equip that, so that's cool. Rattle Cage. Rattle Cage might be nice right now. So, okay, so the attack speed. So I have a socket for this too. So, here's what I'm thinking. We're going to put an Eth rune. Let me just double check my breakpoints. Hold on. Barbarian, utilizing a ballista. Is that what it is? Yeah, ballista. So, without like burst of speed or anything like that, you need a lot of attack speed, but we do have quite a bit right now on the build. So we are at 80 on the Bariza plus 40. So that we're at 120, which means we are 18 away from the second to last breakpoint. So with that in mind, I think I'm just going to put an Eth rune in the Bariza for now. So we have minus 25% target defense, so we can actually hit a little bit more. Let's see. I think you'd use Nick. Let me catch up here, guys. Sorry. Trustworthy Fellow says hard, but probably it's a good crowd control and can be minions of sorts. Yeah, I went all out on Poison Dagger and Rabies before, and I found your channel. Was very disappointed. And then I saw your Amazon and got renewed hope. Zaug, according to player auctions, D2R has about 57,000 daily players, while D4 has 2.8 million. That's why Blizzard doesn't care about D2R anymore. Yeah, I know. And that's like D2R, like 57,000 daily players, and you know, maybe half of those people have multiple accounts. JP, my first build was hammered in the vanilla without synergies. My friends told me back then that hammers will never be good and laugh at me. I know, that's why hammers is so cool from back in the days, because we didn't know it was going to be so awesome. You know, it just, like, it didn't dawn on you that it would be good. I remember trying it, like, as a young person and being like, what the hell is this skill? It sucks, you know? Trustworthy Fella, wow, Zog, had no idea D4 was doing so well. Still 57k daily is nothing to sneeze at. That's why, I mean, 57k, like, people who really like the game a lot. So, like, they're, like, dedicated people who are... That's why there's so much to trade for and stuff still. D4 has 2.8 million daily players? No, dude, it must be a mistake. Terrorzone Andy killed a lot of D2 diehard players, in my opinion. You think so? Why? They got drops and then they stopped playing because of it? Or do you mean like hardcore, like they died and their character's dead? Okay. So even though we have 100% Pierce, I'm still using Razortail because it does have 15 Dexterity and 10 max damage. It's still going to be the best for us in terms of like our attack rating and damage. Okay. And Dexterity. Alright, let's see how we do. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Freaking Bariza Barbarian, dude. Look at us now. Look at it. Oh, and the Grim Ward is up. Here, let's look at this Guardian in the background. Oh, we just nuked him. Chaos Crawler, the Slayer. Oh my gosh, I just nuked him. This is so... We just got so much stronger from this. Like, like, did you see earlier when I was shooting those champions and it was like, I'm just firing, like firing away, you know? Bless me. Deleting now, says Trustworthy Fellow. Oh, man. Does 57k include single player? I don't know. D4 is dead, says JP. I don't know any single person who plays this stuff, and I know a lot of people. I mean, there's people playing it, dude. There's still a lot of people playing it. Macro Bio Boy thinks D4 is like the best Diablo game. You know? Trustworthy Fella, Bariza Dogrimion. I know, right? Bariza Dogrimion. Cashews. Oh, hi. How's the barb? Oh, dude, look at our level 41 barbarian with a Bariza with an Eth rune in it and hustle. That's 120% increased attack speed with Cleglaws for knockback and slow. And it says our damage is over 1200 on the barb at level 41. We have Blessed Aim Merc because we can't hit anything without him. And Grim Ward increases our damage by 100%. So we went from like shooting things a million times with a rip hook to like being able to kill stuff in a couple hits now. As long as I can connect with the hit, that's all. So, but yeah, so it's good. And I could just do that, and then I can hit him more often first. So that's cool. And then I can set up the Grim Ward, and then everything runs away from me. And then I can just kind of sit back and just kind of casually shoot like this. It's going to be really good. And I've got a Razor switch on swap just because I found it, basically. And so we're doing that for now. gives me one more skill, tons of mana, life, res, you know? So if I really needed to, like, run because I was getting hit, I could just switch to this, get all my life and mana up. It actually gives me, like, 122 life just switching to this with battle orders up. So, it's kind of good. Whoa. There we go. See, look, and then I jump in, knock them all back with leap, just regular leap, and then I can put the Grim Ward up, and then I have the field. You know, I'm king of the hill now. So yeah, and so as we keep leveling too, we're just gonna be able to hit stuff better, right? Because of the level difference. But then also, like, all my points are gonna go into dexterity. And we'll just keep increasing our attack rating that way and our damage that way. And hey, guys. I just found one of the best in slot items for Singer Barb using Enigma and an Insight. The +1 teleport reduces the cost of teleport on your Enigma. Many people don't touch that multiplayer, only online. Bariza do, deleting. Zalx says, I can't confirm those numbers. I just read them off a website. Lord Greybush, love macro, but he low-key shills out for that game. Lord Greybush, I've seen videos of Macro Bioboy saying, yeah, I know, I'm a shill for D4, blah, blah, blah. I think he is, like, kind of... I think he's just like, I like the game, so, like, call me a shill, I don't care, you know? I don't know, if he... I haven't tried D4, so, like, I think I should try it one of these days, and I should actually play it, and then I could give an honest opinion on it. I'm just going off of what I've seen of the game, you know, and I just go, it doesn't really look like my kind of game, you know, like for Diablo games. It looks better than Diablo 3 to me, but then again, I might be wrong about that, because I played Diablo 3 when it first came out, and that game is different now, too. Every single Diablo game has gone through iterations and, you know, patches and updates and balances and ways to make it better. So it's kind of like, it's like, it just comes with the territory with Diablo, man. It's almost like it can never get it quite exactly right the first time because of how many elements there are and how much player feedback is associated with the game. It's like everybody, you know, it's a weird thing. Like I've never seen a game, for example, that gets so much like interest from the fan base for wanting to improve it, you know, for just all the Diablo games. I've never seen a game like that where it's like there's just a dedicated fan base that's like, we want updates, we want it to be better, you know. Like there's a lot of games that if they're just not good enough, then they just die out and that's it, you know. But Diablo's weird like that. It's like people just want it to be good, you know, so they keep playing it and they keep suggesting things and all that, and it's kind of interesting that Diablo's like that. Here you go. Come into the Grim Ward. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sniped him. Headshot. You know what I'm thinking too about this, which is kind of funny right now, is you could easily do this with a necromancer. You wouldn't have battle orders, so you'd be kind of low on life, but you could do this on a necromancer with amp damage and just, you know, have lots of summons for cover. And if you want to just use corpse explosion, great, you know. But you could totally just Bariza, get the first kill, corpse explosion, everything. Yeah. We're sweet. Here we go. Grim Ward on those guys. One-shot kill on the guys that have Grim Ward on them. One-shot kills right now. As long as I connect... That guy's like running in place. Yeah, as long as I connect, they get deleted, dude. It's pretty sweet. Oh yeah. All right. Been playing PD2 launch. Talk about players that want a better D2. They made a whole mod for it. D2 has really dedicated player base. I know. Yeah, there's like two versions of D2 running in tandem right now, right? It's PD2 and D2R. Aram CZV. Yo, how well you think this would work running Trav in Hell? We're gonna have to see, man. I don't know, because I gotta level up. I gotta level up to like level 90 with this guy, or 80 something, before I can really see how it's gonna perform, you know? And we do have a lot of good charms though for max damage and attack rating. Speaking of attack rating, we just found Magnus's skin with attack speed and attack rating. I'm going to take off the Clegg Laws for a bit so that I can get a little bit better attack rating, and I'm pretty sure that 20% sends me into the next breakpoint. Yeah, we're second to last breakpoint now. We have 140% increased attack speed. That is the second to last breakpoint on the Bariza on a Barbarian. 215 IAS for the last one, but we will be able to get there if we do a Burst of Speed proc or a Mark of the Bear proc. We can get to the last breakpoint. So that's good. Oh yeah, yeah, man. So I think it's gonna be fine. I think Trav is gonna be easy, actually, especially because, you know, I do have Enigma as well on my assassin for ladder. So we can just run another one. What? I just found it again. We just found Magnus's skin twice in a row. Whoa, the guy's killing me. Where's that guy? There he is. Okay. Working out good. Do it on a druid with Max Wolverine and Ravens, says Joachim. I kind of have... I do have the Hunter Druid on my channel already that does something similar. I didn't max Ravens with it, though. I maxed just Direwolf and Grizzly, and that was it. And I did... Or no, wait, what did I do? I think I did go all into it. I think I did Spirit Wolves, Dire Wolves, Grizzly.
I can't. It is good to know that.
So that was kind of funny that I found Magnus's skin twice in a row right there. Lord Greybush has joined Templar's Might Sucks. The members of Templar's Might Sucks really know and really understand that Templar's Might sucks really bad. And I appreciate everyone that has joined the Templar's Might Sucks community. Thank you, Lord Greybush. You are a Templar of the suck. Let's see here. I need to catch up on stuff. I'm sorry. I think Gospel of Peace says next time I play D2R, I'm gonna multi-load, run a Zillidan with Phoenix and Flickering Flame and Phase Blade and jacked up enchant on my alt. Yeah, you could do that for sure. We've theorized about Whirlwind Barbarians using, you know, like dual Phoenix with enchant. JP Macrobio Bowe seems fishy to me. He has appeared from an ass with a bunch of deep D2 data, which helps him to become popular. And after all, now he is shilling like a madman. He is a paid gamer influencer. Is that his full-time job though, to do like YouTube? I don't know. I thought he had another job. Joachim, do it on a druid with max. Oh yeah. Dead Parrot says nah. He makes good vids. I think he's just trying to stay relevant, which I can't blame him. Yeah, a lot of the guys tried to go over to D4 when it came out because they were probably trying to think like it might be a good opportunity for their YouTube channel. I don't blame them for that. You know, I don't think that's like a bad thing for them to try that. Okay, so like how sweet does the Barb look now? Yeah. Dude. He looks like a Dark Souls, you know, knight. That you know those big ones that come across? Some of them have bows and some have giant axes or swords. Does Grim work on council? Grim will work on the minions of the council, but not the elites of the council. I think it'd be fun to have a Zealot that actually melts, says Gospel of Peace. Mac, do you think it's a good idea if they combine D2R and PD2? No, I don't think it would be a good idea. I think PD2 is its own thing now. And I think it's good that it's its own thing. It has certain mechanics in it now that are very uniquely PD2. JP, it's perfect idea. Granted, I haven't played PD2, but I've seen enough of it, I feel like, cursory, to understand that like the slamming items and all that is all really cool. And I don't know if that would be good to bring over or not, but I think it's cool, like that they have it and that it's like something that separates it. I think I'd be more attracted to PD2 if they did have the graphics, honestly. It's like, you know, but I know they updated them and it does look better. PD2 does look better than base D2. Stormfang can be pretty nasty. Stormfang? What's Stormfang again? I forgot. I found 2 Tal Orbs off 1 monster before in Chaos Sanctuary. Wow. Guys, don't forget about thumbing up this video. Let's help this channel to grow. It's worth it. Thanks, JP. He looks super cool. The Barb does, yeah. Macro did an awesome pacifist Sork run a year or so ago on D2R. Great fun. Says Lord Greybush. Yeah, he showed off like the double Nova Sorceress once next hit delay was fixed. It was really cool. Also, he had a video about poison skill damage and stuff like last year, which is very helpful if you know what I mean for me. Dr. Agros, love the content. Just found your channel a week ago. It's great. 100 thumbs up, heart. Thanks, man. Jesus the Hipster, do you have a specific gear goal for this build? Yeah. And we have most of it. So, gloves will be probably blood gloves with 10% crushing blow like these. You know? If we could roll some that had like inner sight or multi-shot just for style, for some like a couple extra things, that would be amazing. But yeah, these I think will help. And we'll have to test out a few other things though, like maybe we need the attack rating like from these really bad. Or maybe we can just find a pair that rolls really high on the dexterity or something. But yeah, and then Razor Tail is actually best in slot for damage. So even though the Bariza has 100% pierce, The Razor Tail gives us 15 dex, 10 max damage, so it's kind of hard to beat that. We're going to need a Ravenfrost, you know, for more dex and attack rating. We're going to get a Wisp Projector, which is what I have on the screen up there, Wisp Projector. The Wisp Projector will allow me to keep a level 16 Heart of the Wolverine, which I will summon with an Oath. This is a non-ethereal Oath that I traded 10 Ral runes for because it's a bad roll in a Highland Blade that nobody wants. So, but I wanted it because level 16 Heart of the Wolverine will stay as long as you have the skill from the Wisp Projector in your skill commands. So what, you don't even have to keep the Oath on swap. You can just equip it, summon the Heart of the Wolverine, and then put it back in your stash. Then we're going to use Gore Riders, because that'll give us more Deadly Strike. We're going to use High Lords for more Deadly Strike. We're going to go G-Face for more Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, and I do have a 39% enhanced damage jewel in it on my Assassin. We'll go Enigma so that we can have a huge bump to our strength, so that we can wear the upgraded version of the Bariza for a little strength investment. And then we're going to go max dexterity, no points into vitality. We'll also have a demon limb for enchant. And then we're going to have a beast in the offhand. And we're going to wear Metamorphosis on the Mercenary, I think is how I'm going to roll it. So I got a Metamorphosis here and a Bone Visage. And so the Mercenary is going to wield Pride, Metamorphosis, and most likely Chains of Honor for the lifesteal. Most likely. And that way, when I need the Beast proc, I'm going to switch my G-Face for the Metamorphosis, become a bear, get the attack speed, and that will put us at the final breakpoint for our bow. And then, of course, max damage attack range. So look at these. We've got 10 max damage, 10 max damage. We got 2 on this one, 3 on this one, 2 on this one, 1 on that one, 5 on that one, 3 on that one, and 4 on this one with dexterity. So these would be nice. If we could find, 6 max damage, attack rating, dexterity, large charms, which are cheaper, those would be pretty good, actually. But I do have some more with, life. Like this one. This has 5, 21, and 35 life. We kind of need life, too, because we're not going to have any investment into vitality. So max battle orders will help with that. And then we're going to put a low rune in the Bariza as well. So that will give us more Deadly Strike. Our Deadly Strike with all the other gear I mentioned should be over 80%. And we should be running 50%, maybe 60%, depending on the gloves, Crushing Blow. So yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to be using Valkyrie as well to get more aggro. So we'll be proccing her with Peace, just like we are now. And then the other thing we could try too eventually, once we have all this going and this is upped, is we could try to get our hands on a Wind Force and see if that is better or not. A Wind Force could be even stronger, It might be hard to get the attack speed, but maybe not with Mark of the Bear. I don't know. So, okay. So Dr. Agros. Or no, who asked me? Okay, Jesus the Hipster. So that's it. That's the goal. I run a wisp on my Boazon, says Lord Greybush. That's amazing. Trustworthy fellow, I may be confused. JP says it's such a unique build. All right, I'm out. I need to wake up super early. Good night. The stream is great. YouTube, you effing YouTube, boost this dude. Trustworthy fellow says Fangskin methinks I'm baked. Later, dude. Later, JP. Sick. Thanks for explanation. Yeah, so that's what I'm going for. We do have a torch ready for a barb as well, and we have an unidentified. Where is it? we have unidentified Annie right there. And I thought we had another one. There we go. Yeah, I got another one. So I got 2 unidentified Annies as well that we will identify when we're level 70 for fun, basically, to see what we get for this barb, you know? And then if we need anything else, like, you know, like if I want to make a harmony or something, here's a shadow bow with 4 sockets. We could try that and just see if we want that for some run walk or something, which I don't think we're going to need, honestly, but I just have it here for fun. You know, or maybe we get the runes for faith or something. We also have waiting for us in the stash at level 51 a hustle. Great bow. So we could try this out for a little bit to see how this performs. It's already less damage than the Bariza, as you can tell. But it might be nice to have the burst of speed and the fanaticism. Or just have the burst of speed and then swap, you know? So, and we do have Rattle Cage for more crushing blow and all that. But yeah, basically, that's what it is. Okay, so let me dump some stuff here. This was a cool find just now. We need the attack rating and we needed the attack speed. And then this... This is funny. 1 to teleport for an insight so that you can wear it with Enigma. Just because. And get 1 more skill on Enigma. I like your use of rune words in non-meta gear as well. Thanks, says Jesus the Hipster. Yeah, I used Voice of Reason on a Necromancer recently. The Frozen Death Knight. And, I actually really like Frozen Orb in this game because it only has 1 synergy and it's not a lot. So you can actually, as long as you have some facets, you can actually use Frozen Orb procs on characters. Like an Act 5 Barbarian Mercenary could wield like dual Voice of Reason with Nightwings and he would be pretty good, you know? There we go. This is why I wanted to get this before we came here. Just so I can shoot down a hallway and pierce through everything. So worth it. Definitely worth waiting for that. What's my lightning res, though? It's 37. Okay. Ice Flame. Ice Flame. There's another guy named Plague Flame that you run into sometimes as well.
I am overburdened.
I am overburdened. Nice. 1-shot kills, dude. .4% mana still on that amulet. Nothing for us really there. Oh, dude, the arrow just went through everybody there. And this is what I like about making these builds is like the satisfaction when it's working, you know? Okay. Yeah. There was a little bit of delay on the kill on that one. Oh, we need battle orders up. There we go.
I need a key.
I need a key. Haha. We're finding arrows. Okay, let's see. I don't think I've seen Hustle in a bow. Yeah, dude, I've used it on the channel too. My first video ever, which is the Lightning Strafe Amazon. She has Hustle on swap. And I've done it with Toxic Multishot Amazon as well on occasion. Trustworthy fella. So Stormfang is a unique in Elder Scrolls. I was confused. I was talking about Fangskin, how he can be nasty. It's that snake boss in the... Oh, yes. Thanks, man. I know what you're talking about. My bad. I thought you were talking about like a unique at first, too. There we go. Got them all. Yeah, dude. We're at 100% for the Grim Ward, so it's like we have amp damage on these guys now. Sometimes spawns with extra fast, extra strong, stone skin cursed, says Trustworthy Fella. It's probably the one unique boss that one-shot at me the most. No way to get to the body either. Yeah, I've definitely been killed by him. In there, for sure. More dexterity. Okay, we've almost maxed this. I'm gonna keep going Fine Potion. We're gonna max it. There's level 3. I love how the game forces you to respect some of its areas. Yeah, they I've said that before too, where I'm like, all right, we're crushing, and then I'm like, oh, I just died. You know, just like the right mods on an enemy spawn, and then you're dead. You're like, okay, well, great. Whoops. I missed him. Yeah, that's kind of like... So, like I've said, the only limiting factor seems to be some of our attack rating, you know? Like, that seems to be the only limiting factor right now. Oh, and the Mercenary wasn't there, so that didn't help. He's like caught... He's just caught, like, way back over there. So he's not helping right now. Although, the Eth rune I put in is actually really helping a lot. That might have to stay, honestly. I might not have to... I might not be able to put the low rune in this thing.
It's locked.
Typical anime trope is we need to get stronger. Yeah, and then cue, like, the electric guitar, you know? Like, cheesy electric guitar solo. There he is. There we go, we got the Grim Ward up, so... And here's the Cold Worm, the Burrower. He's gone. That was a nice, comfortable cold worm kill, let me tell you. A nice, warm, cold worm kill. Look, kind of a lot of cold damage and gold find on that. Actually, the gold find's not a lot, but 12 to 22 cold with 11 gold find. Gold find, ice bow is on, dude. That's a build that I've been wanting to make. Is a gold find ice bow is on. I'm feeling it. It's so addicting when you're leveling and you hit a point where your character starts wrecking everything, says Lord Greybush. Yeah, there's it's the jumps in power, the incremental increase, like the small increments of improvement with a jump in power, and then you're like, okay, this is great. We're doing great, you know, and that's always fun, especially on these weird builds. This is actually like what I've said before is like this is what I would do a lot of times. I'd level as the off-meta character, and it's fun to do that. This is before I ever started making videos for it. Okay, so we got the staff. I think I'll just put it in the stash for now until we get... Oh. Don't have room. Can we make room? We can make room. There we go. Super sweet Tetris skills right there. Agreed. Trustworthy fellow says agreed, Lord Greybush. Pretty creepy boss when you use him for the first time. When you see him for the first time. Oh. We look dope.
Hello.
Hello. So we're level 42. Should I check on my assassin to see what I can steal off of her? She might have some stuff that we could use. Oh, we just rubber banded. Goodbye. Hello and goodbye. I didn't even put a point into battle command yet. I just went battle orders. Like, good enough, you know. The skill isn't really going to help that much, I don't think. Dread Froth. Here we go. Yes. The music is flowing through me. And my Mercenary says, I feel much stronger now. It's that music, dude. Crystal sword, 3 sockets. We don't need. Whoop, let me do that. There we go. Is there a waypoint on this level? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Oh, I was trying to use the battle cry on him. There we go. Man, that poison's pretty strong. There we go. Gotta taunt them all. Alright, I guess let's go. Just wanted to take out some of those special dudes. Sickest area soundtrack in the game. I like Canyon of the Magi too. Fire Eye. I guess we'll check the rare sham, sure. Nothing to talk about really on that. That lady singing makes this music great.
One could get lost in here.
Alrighty. One could get lost in here. Alright, chance of hitting here says 82%. Doesn't include our negative 25 defense that we have on the ballista. So, I don't know where we're at exactly, but it seems like we're hitting a little bit more often. And we leveled up. And we're putting it into dexterity. Come on, here we go. Okay, 110% for the Grim Ward now. Like this guy, he doesn't get affected by the Grim Ward. That's the only, kind of the only bummer about it. Oh well.
I can't.
That kind of hurt. Look at that. They're all just caught down the hallway, you know. I love the sounds. The lady singing makes me great. Take her out, and it's meh. Yeah. Although I do like the percussion of that music, Zaug, still, where it's like. Trustworthy fellow. He needs a little vitality to prevent the fatality. Yeah. Get that vitality to prevent that fatality, bro. Y'all mean? And here's a wolf head for your troubles. Alright. It's like, what? Why would you give me a wolf head? Like, what are you talking about?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, yeah. Look at the wreckage there. We did battle cry to reduce their defense, and then we jumped. Hang on, let me get it. Jump away, and then start firing. Like that. Now what, dude? You can't get me. We're too skilled, you know? There we go. Great percussion sound effects, LOL. Shonen jump care. I know. Look at it. Like I just. Our Valkyrie. Here, hit them all with that. Jump around. Jumping up to get down, and then we smack them with that. That guy's gonna die off the map, which is so typical of this area and sucks. Why didn't that affect him? There we go. Yeah, so Mercenary is nowhere to be found. He's just, I don't know what happened to him at all. There he goes. He's spawned a little closer. There he is. Okay. So yeah, we really need him for his attack rating. Does this work on this? It does. Battlecry works on those towers. That was a good one. Oh, we're almost out of arrows, though. I gotta find some bolts. Back up a little bit. Come down the hallway. Surprisingly, works so good. Ah, darn, wrong way. Alright, we got arrows and arrows. So I can cube those for bolts. There we go. Super resourceful. And let's just do the town portal and go back. I don't feel like running all the way back. I respect the layered use of skills in your builds instead of the typical hack and slash single use skill of most meta builds. Yeah, that was always I always liked that idea that you needed a little bit of variety to kind of get through the game, and the game you don't really need to do that. But I always find it fun to try to do that. Like you know when you have a paladin and you use smite and it knocks them back and stuns them, and then you like shoot Fist of the Heavens down on them and it hits them. Like that's cool. You know, I think that's pretty cool, and I like the idea of having to like string together some skills and stuff. Like I wouldn't mind if there was like on a barb, like, you know, knock like enemies who are knocked back, you know, have like reduced defense or something, and or you know, like something that just like helps them out a little bit more. It'd give you a reason to like, boom, and then hit them like that. Something like that would be cool. Oh, it's not doing it. I mean, with Barb, you can kind of do that too a little bit. Like, if you do leap attack into, like, Whirlwind or Frenzy or something, you can do it. You can string together a bunch of different moves, I guess. We're lagging. We're lagging. There we go. Okay. Nice double kill. Double kill. Battle cry. Oh, I missed him. There we go. Our lifesteal is really good right now, too, with the damage boost. I've noticed that even though we lost 10% of our lifesteal, we actually lifesteal better than we were. Here he is. Alright, there's the summoner. He's dead.
Oh, I hate staining my hands with the blood of foul sorcerers.
We didn't stain our hands. We stood back. We shot him in the head with a bow. And he, you know, we don't feel that bad about it. You know, we weren't right there, up in there in his face, so it was alright. That's where D4 kind of went right. I think they made some changes. Stopped playing after a few months from launch. Yeah, it's good right now. Still a wee bit of life and fire res wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I know. My guys, I really just need to be hitting like all the time. That's where really would make it feel really good. Put a jaw rune in this, you know, for ignore target's defense. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna have. I think once we're leveled up a lot and I have lots and lots of dexterity, you know, Like we have like 500 plus dexterity or something. It'll probably be all right. Wow, we lose so much attack rating when we get rid of the visionary mod. It's kind of ridiculous. It's going to be hard to make up. I mean, we can get more with a Ravenfrost, so that'll help. Let's see. I'm level 43. Let me go see... Check yeah, exactly. Check assassin. Yeah, let's see. Ravenfrost is level 45. Okay, so he can't use it yet. And let's see. In terms of this one does have more attack rating. Yeah, these do have attack speed, but no attack rating, so probably no on those. And then, yeah, I think that's... And then the assassin does have, let's see. These are level 21 required charms. So that would help. Same with that. Okay. So I could draw... I could carry over all of these charms. Here, I'll wear this one, I guess, for now. And I'll try to... Yeah, this is level 21. So is this one. So is this one. Like I said, I would like to just spec them both out and not have to switch anything. But for now, I think it'll be fine to just do this. And see where we end up with it. Also, I'm just going to cube up these Tal runes into a Ral. To make a little more room. And I think that's alright. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see. Oh yeah, G-Face, level 58 required. Did I might have increased that level requirement when I put that jewel in there, I just realized, but that's okay. 67 required for the war... Oh yeah, I upped the War Travelers too, so those are a no-go. Enigma 65, okay. Alright, here's Hawk. Alright, so here's what we can do as well to make more room. We can get rid of these kinds of things.
Welcome.
Super efficient. Here we go. Okay. What do we got? We got 1 to 28 lightning damage. I think we can drop that. And we'll put in this one. 10 max damage. Run walk, 57 attack rate. This is 3 dex, 20 cold res. We can drop that. It's level 3 required. Somebody wanted this no level requirement one, actually, so we'll keep that over there. Okay. So 10 max damage, 10 max damage, 10, 5, and here's another 10. And then we have these ones. And now we've got another 3, another 2, and another 3. So res is a little bit lower now, but that's okay. And I think I saw... What did I see? 1 to max damage on that one. Oh, I just realized too. If I take this away, we can't use it. So I gotta make sure I might have to put 2 points into strength. The next level up. Okay. Alrighty. Everything looks good here. Is there a charm that I should fill? Let's see. Cold res. 1 max damage, 8 life, 73 required. I'm just gonna drop that on the ground. Okay. Alright. So, look at this inventory now. We've got 6 max with 41 attack rating, 5 max, 39 attack rating life, 5 max, 25 with run walk, 3 max, 19 with 22 life on this large charm. So those are the large ones. Here's this one, 4 max, 39 with dex. That's pretty good. 2 max, 3 max, 1. This is dexterity lightning, 2 strength to wield that. 11 life, 2 max, 3 max, 2 max, 3 max, 10, 10, 10, 5, and lightning resist 30 on this. Okay. So. There's the upgrades, okay? Let's go try that out. We gotta go somewhere. Canyon of the Magi, that's where we're next. So let's try this out for a little bit. I don't have the Valkyrie anymore, that's okay. We'll get her back later or something.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, that's right, the Mercenary has it on. I forgot. The Mercenary has peace. So I could switch with him and try to trigger it like that. Attack speed's gonna go down a bit though. Here we go. It's not bad actually. Ethereal Divine Scepter plus 2 to Zeal. Dude. You could make a Passion in this and get 2 extra skills to Zeal. But it's ethereal. So it'll break. That would have been a cool Passion base. Will Enigma keep you in the positive for resists in hell? No, Enigma doesn't even have resist on it. So we're gonna have a lot of points left over though, so we can do natural resistance, and we're gonna have Torch and Annie. So we'll be fine. Yeah, so we're at 6,700 attack rating now with all this stuff and with Blessed Aim working. Four socket War Scepter with 2 to Vigor. I'm just kind of running around here, just like seeing how this goes, you know, and it's we're lagging. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of lag here. Yeah, I'm rubber banding. I'm seeing some delays. A little bit annoying. Yeah, I'm rubber banding a lot. That was really a delayed reaction from the knockback there. Okay. Well, the build works. All right.
I'll put that to good use.
The build works, dudes. I'm gonna get going as well, actually. Jesus the hipster. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too, man. I gotta do some stuff as well. So, thanks for checking out the stream. Bow Barbarian is coming along beautifully now. Oh, there we go. Let me just shatter that enemy in the face. Okay, so thanks a lot, dudes, for hanging out and stuff. And I will see y'all next time, where we're gonna keep improving the off meta on ladder here. It's going sweet. So thanks a lot for checking it out. Thanks for those of you that joined the Templars Might Sucks members. And I'll see I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, bye.